So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to cover for today's video includes this surprise update for the PlayStation 5, a new graphics enhancement tool enters the ring, and could the rumored Twisted Metal title be open world? First, let me know if you're on iOS or Android. This relates to one of the stories for today's video, and I'm curious where you guys lie on here. Do you use an Android smartphone or an iPhone essentially? I'm personally on the iOS side, or I use an iPhone, but that's just me. So comment below, are you on iPhone or Android? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Twisted Metal PlayStation 5. So, a new Twisted Metal title has been rumored to be in the works for a while at this point, and from what we've heard, it's meant to line up with the release of the new Twisted Metal TV show. We later learned that the possible developer behind the game is Lucid Games, the people behind Destruction All-Stars. This came from website Video Game Chronicle, who said, PlayStation has handed its Twisted Metal series revival to Destruction All-Stars developer Lucid Games, sources have told VGC. According to the sources, the new car combat installment, which by release will be the series' first in over a decade, has started early development at the Liverpool, UK-based studio. One person with knowledge of Lucid's plans suggested that the revival would be built around a free-to-play model, partly in response to Destruction All-Stars' last-minute transition from a premium game to a PlayStation Plus title. The release is planned to coincide with an upcoming TV series in 2023, we were told. So I know Destruction All-Stars wasn't a favorite for people out there, but that was mainly due to the lack of content in the game. There wasn't much to do at launch, anything to really keep people's interest going. But one thing that can't be denied is that the game had solid, or still has solid, combat and destruction. It felt good in that aspect, so I personally think they could do something fun with Twisted Metal. Now, Lucid Games, we've seen them hire for multiple positions at this point. That makes sense for a free-to-play title, free-to-play combat title, but now they're asking for someone with open-world RPG experience, stating, we're looking for an experienced open-world / RPG systems designer to join our team. This sounded like it could be for another project until you look at the responsibilities, and in the first line you see design player progression systems and any other progression system related to PvE and PvP narrative goals. The responsibility section also talks about balancing equipment and upgrades and unlocks. So could this free-to-play Twisted Metal title be open world, or could this be for something else? I guess we'll see in 2023. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the surprise PlayStation 5 update. So this update came out of nowhere, honestly. I remember when I saw the tweet, I double-checked the time because it just seemed like an unusual time for PlayStation to tweet something out. Regardless, it's not something major, but probably very useful to remote play fans on Android. Reading from PlayStation Universe, new remote play update released. Stream PlayStation 5 games using DualSense on Android 12 devices. Sony Interactive Entertainment has pushed out a new remote play update which allows you to stream PlayStation 5 games to Android 12 devices while using the DualSense controller. In addition, the update comes with new support for the DualShock 4 controller, including touchpad, motion sensor, and more. Remote play supports the DualShock 4 on Android 10 devices or later, while the DualSense controller and the enhanced DualShock 4 requires Android 12 or higher. All you have to do to get up and running is obviously to install the remote play application on your Android device, giving you access to stream PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games on your phone via a home network. It's not only a home network, it also works via the internet as well, from my experience. So the big changes here include the DualSense controller being able to be connected on Android now, and the additional functionalities of the DualShock 4 controller being added here as well. I think on iOS you could already connect the DualSense controller. This is new for Android, but you guys let me know if you use remote play at all or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the final story of the video, new graphics upgrade tech. So AMD FSR or Fidelity Effects Super Resolution is technology we've covered on the channel before. It's a tool that developers can use and implement into their games to allow for better performance by using upscaling techniques. So it'll run a game at a lower resolution natively, but it would look better to you visually in the end, and at the same time would allow you to hit higher frames per second. DLSS is Nvidia's own upscaling tech, but it's much more advanced in comparison, providing near native or sometimes even better than native resolution results. So the big difference between the two in terms of this story, is that AMD FSR is open source, making it easier for developers to implement it into their games. DLSS provides better results, much better results, but FSR is easier to add. This has resulted in Nvidia releasing their own open source FSR-like tool. Reading from TechSpot, seemingly in response, Nvidia has announced it's adding more functionality to its existing image scaler. This isn't DLSS, but rather a simple upscaler similar to FSR that now has an improved sharpening algorithm with a 6-tap filter for directional scaling and adaptive sharpening filters. Like FSR, Nvidia is making image scaling open source, so it could certainly end up being supported on AMD and even Intel's upcoming graphics cards in the future. So I wanted to talk about this because competition is always good, and since we already have FSR on some PlayStation 5 games, hopefully more in the future, I wonder if Nvidia's tech here, specifically the one that's open source, not DLSS, will come to AMD hardware in the future, which includes the likes of the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and S. Both sides could continually improve the tools, which just benefits us and developers in the end. We'll see in time where Nvidia's version ends up and if it ever comes to AMD hardware. But you guys let me know if you want Nvidia's version to come to the PlayStation 5 or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Give me the visuals and performance." Obviously, this is related to FSR and Nvidia's own upscaling tech that they have here to compete with FSR. If you're excited for that competition and where this leads to in the future for us console players specifically, destroy the comment section with "Give me the visuals and performance," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.